Hey everybody, Rob here at etrailer.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at the CURT 2-bike platform style rack on our 2017 GMC Terrain. Now our CURT rack is going to allow us to carry 2 bikes to and from the park or the trail. Now it is going to have a frame mount hook right here in the center, and our wheels are going to be in these wheel hoops. Now one of the problems that comes into play when you're carrying a couple bikes with you, whether it's 1, 2, or more, is that if we need to get into our back hatch, a lot of times we either have to pull our bikes off or completely take the rack off. But with our platform style rack, we can tilt it away. If we come down to the bottom here, we're going to have this large pin and clip. We're going to remove that large one first, kind of lift up on the rack slightly. And you'll see another one at the bottom here. Again, just kind of lift up a little bit and slide that pin out. We can hold on to the rack, not the bike, and allow it to tilt away. And now we'll have plenty of room on either side of the mast to open up our hatch, get in there, and get whatever we need. You see there's plenty of room to get in, get what you need, then we can close it back up. Grab the rack, tilt it up. We'll put the small pin in first. Make sure that clip hooks. We can line up the pinhole for the large pin and put that back in as well. Now the hooks that are holding our bike in place, the arm here, they do ratchet, so once we get our bike on, all we have to do is press down and it'll lock into place. We've got this button right here that we can push to release it. And as you can see, they do have lock cores on there, so they're both keyed alike, so we can make sure that there's not going to be anybody tampering with our bikes. Another thing that I like is that they do have this foam surround around the arm, so we won't have to worry too much about any scratches or abrasions on our bike. But let's go ahead and take it off so we can take a closer look. Now the trays here are going to be able to hold up to a 3-inch wide tire, and I like them because we have these turn knobs up top here which we can loosen them up and adjust the trays on each side. So it will accommodate a lot of different wheelbase bikes, and we can kind of stagger them so we don't have to worry as much about the pedals and seats coming in contact. Now whenever we're not using our bike rack and we want to take it out, this is a pretty big area and it's going to take up quite a bit of space. But if we come to the bottom of the mast here, right where these arms are, can actually release the pin and clip here. You can actually rotate the arm up. That way when we take it out, it's going to take up a lot less space. You can secure the pin and clip on the upper hole, and both arms are going to fold up like a suitcase. So you can see it's a lot more compact, so when we take it out to put it in our garage, it will take up a lot less space. But as you can see, we're still going to be adding a bit of space whether the arms are down or up to the back of our Terrain. So I'd like to give you a few measurements. If I measure from the very back of the bumper to the furthest point, we're going to come in right about 30 inches. Now we don't always have that room, so we do have the option of folding our bike rack up so it's nice and tight against our Terrain. With that, we're going to fold the arms back down using those same pins on the end of the arms here. Once you have both arms down, we can come back to the center of the mast here. We'll have another pin and clip. Go ahead and pull that clip out. Pull the pin out, and we're going to rotate the arm away from our Terrain. You do want to be careful because it can fall forward, so you want to make sure you have a grip on it. We'll lower it down, line up the pinhole at the back, and we can reinsert the pin and clip. And then we can come back to that same pin, the large pin at the bottom. We'll remove the large one. Then we actually can grab the mast, rotate it up, and then insert the pin on the top hole here. Now you can see it takes up quite a bit less space than when we have it in the folded down position. Now at the furthest point, if I measure from our bumper, coming in right about 16 inches, so it saved a lot of space there. And if we measure from the ground to the lowest point of the rack, it's going to come in just under 13 inches. Now that's important to know if you've got a really steep driveway or if you're going up a really big incline, because we don't want to bottom out the rack when we're going up a hill. And at the closest point of our rack, it's going to be right about 7.5 inches, so we got plenty of room right here. Shouldn't have to worry about anything coming in contact. Now our CURT platform rack is designed to work with 1.25 inch and 2-inch hitches like you see here. And it does come with an anti-rattle bolt, and if I grab the hitch and shake the rack, you can see that the entire car is shaking because there's no play inside of here. That's really nice because we don't want to hear that annoying rattling sound and having our bikes jump up and down shaking while we're driving down the road. I do like this rack, and I definitely appreciate the fact that they give us some security with the locks and the anti-rattle bolt. But I do have to say, it's not as user-friendly as some of the more premium racks that have levers, because we do have to deal with the pins and clips, which can be a little stubborn sometimes. But if you're looking for a good value rack to carry 2 bikes, again, to and from the trail, maybe go to the park, this is a great option for that. But again, I'm Rob here at etrailer.com, and that'll finish up your look at the CURT platform style 2 bike rack on our 2017 GMC Terrain.